Welcome to CBS Mornings on this Friday. I'm Gayle King.
I'm Tony Dokoupil.
And I'm Burleson.
We're all here. Let's go to today's eye-opener. It's your world in 90 seconds.
Travel conditions for Friday morning are going to be messy, and they may be dangerous.
I like the snow. Better than rain.
Millions are in the path of a strong winter storm that's already pounded Tennessee, Kentucky, and West Virginia.
Chicago public schools have canceled classes again. That will be the third day in a row.
Just trying to roll with it. The pandemic has taught us to take one day at a time.
Michigan Republicans try to tighten voting laws for the next election after losing in 2020.
It is the big lie that somehow the 2020 election was not accurate.
And vaccine skeptic Novak Djokovic pushes to play in the Australian Open and avoid being sent home.
He is free to leave at any time that he chooses to do so.
Deadly protests going on in Kazakhstan. The president authorized forces to fire without warning.
Lawmakers gathered on the Capitol steps for a candlelight vigil, remembering those who died and were injured as a result of the riot.
You reported on Capitol Hill. What was your reaction like that day a year ago?
The sound of it. Those were sounds that didn't belong in there.
The
roar and the banging, the pounding on the doors.
Wild finish at Madison Square Garden.
The Knicks battled all the way back from 25 points down against the Celtics, and then R.J. Barrett called bank.
This is for the win. Oh, it's good! Off the window! R.J. Barrett wins it for the Knicks!
This morning's eye-opener is presented by Progressive, making it easy to bundle insurance.
How about those Knicks?
I was going to say, it looked pretty for the Knicks yesterday inside.
I don't know. Bank shot's never really pretty.
Yeah.
Unless you call it.
He didn't call that.
Nah, he didn't call it.
But
It still counts.
It counts.
It's pretty when the Knicks win. Tony, welcome back to the table. We felt for you yesterday out there. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it was cold. Also, just a grim day. I mean, hearing those testimonials in the afternoon, it was hard to listen to. Also very moving.
It was very moving. You put it all in perspective for us. We've got a big show for you today, a lot to discuss, including the latest on Ahmaud Arbery's killers. They will be sentenced later this morning after their murder convictions. And we've also got some news on the federal charges in the same case. We'll talk to Ahmaud Arbery's mother and her lawyer about that.
Also, we've heard a lot of anger over the one-year anniversary of the assault on the Capitol. But can we also find some humor in it? Comedy Central's Jordan Klepper was down there in the crowd that day, and he just recorded an essay on his experience.
I'm sure we all remember our first trip to the Capitol. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, with a fistful of zip ties and bear spray.
It's true.
Klepper explains why he thinks humor can help heal the wounds from January 6th. That's a little later in the show.
Yeah, humor could definitely help. We are also going to be talking to the head of the CDC about the agency's new guidance for COVID patients. They dropped it from 10 to 5 days in terms of isolation and got a lot of criticism in the process. That's going to be in just a few minutes. But first, another winter storm is moving up the East Coast this morning, affecting more than 50 million people. It's already dumped heavy snow on Kentucky and Tennessee, causing hundreds of car crashes. Kentucky's governor has called out the National Guard. The snow